Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello, world. I have a headlight out in my truck again. My clutch is making noise. But if you do exactly what you're not supposed to do and ride the clutch, it doesn't make noise. It's a Sunday. It's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, Ma, and all the rest of the moms and grandmas out there. My wife is eating an ice cream sandwich. Tried to convince my child to make something for her mother for Mother's Day, and I gave up on that. Can't force the girl to do something she doesn't want to do. You might ask, what am I doing? First of all, I'm not running into that Subaru behind me that you probably can't see. I don't know how this video is going to turn out, because I got a new phone. If you notice, there's no crack in the middle of the lens facing this direction. We'll see what kind of quality this comes out as, because it was a bit of a downgrade from the phone that I had, but I wasn't spending $1,000 on a phone, and I can already tell this camera mount isn't going to work because it's going to shake. Well, dear, what are we doing today?
Sorry, I wasn't looking off
Into the abyss where
Yeah.
Ricky often stops to piss.
Yep, that is a true statement. I think we'll venture to the old hood and see if there's anything worth claiming.
We're out looking for junk. She has a hard time putting words together sometimes.
We're looking for treasures.
You notice I got a full head of hair. Boy, this is my quarantine haircut that I have given myself. It was blonde for a while, and now it went back to brown because I had some... wow, there's fucking branches falling off that tree. Looks like somebody hit it. Because I had some dumpster hair dye, and well, the blonde was like 39 cents on clearance at Walmart, like 3 months ago, before all this pandemic bullshit started. If you can tell, we're still under a stay-at-home order. There's only about 600 cars on the road in front of me. I want to say the traffic is worse now than it's ever been. Sorry, person behind me, I didn't have my blinker on. This is fucking ridiculous. It's a Sunday nonetheless.
After church time, so...
Yeah, and I understand that we are out on the road. We are not going to interact with anybody
But each other.
but each other. And if I do see somebody I know, I may speak to them from
How far?
10 or 12 feet away. I don't feel like the Jesus Christ. Go back to Colorado.
What are the restaurants back
Jesus fucking Christ, man, with these filthy goddamn hippies. Hey, I'm sorry.
there? That's okay.
Filthy fucking hippies, man. I got no patience for fucking people who don't wash their hair. As soon as I figure out what's going on with all of these cars around me here, I'll switch the camera angle around, per se, and we'll drive around and see what we can't find, huh? Not entirely sure I'm okay with this particular camera angle. I gotta figure out this new camera. It's got a different zoom. Hold on. Okay, so I guess that's my option. Because it gives a 1x, a 2x. There's always a learning curve when learning a new phone. This phone that I recently got is a Samsung A10e or some shit. I don't know. It's big. It's bulky. It requires two hands, even with being a grown-ass man, to do lots of things. What are you seeing? I saw cardboard. If I was feeling energetic, I might stop and pick up this oak on the side of the road right here that's been here. Perhaps later I'll come back with some shoes maybe and pick up that firewood. I thought about putting shoes on, but
He has on shoes, just not
I have on
close to it. Yeah.
flip-flops. I'm not running a chainsaw in flip-flops. Come on.
No, but you're not barefoot either.
No, look at that old minty Mercedes wagon. Turbo diesel. That was off camera. So this will be a video that if you were actually watching this video, I feel bad for you because you've probably watched everything there is to watch twice and you've now made it to this video. Because there hasn't even been side of the road junk to find. I just figured I would go out and try out my shiny new camera phone. But I did find a whole truckload of firewood.
It was last weekend, wasn't it?
It was last weekend. I don't remember if it was Saturday or Sunday. Yeah. Driving around the old hood, I can actually see my old house from here. I spoke to my old neighbors recently, and apparently their new neighbors are just superb. The woman tried to stab the old neighbors with a pair of garden shears. So she sprayed her with the hose. I don't need a couch or a used carpet cleaner. Or I should say a chair. It looks like a 70s couch. Let's see. What do we got? Other than some tacky furniture and I mean, I guess that chair's kind of cool, but I don't have any room for it, and I'm definitely not trying to bring furniture from somebody else's house into mine. How you doing, old man? Dude looks like Mick Jagger's brother. It's like a piece of beef jerky wearing clothes. There's this old guy who walks everywhere. Every day. Or maybe that's a different dude in the same hat. I lived in this neighborhood for a bunch of years, and we've been gone for about 13 months, and there's not a single person that I recognize in this neighborhood. Sorry, somebody had a dog. Yard debris. Tomorrow is trash day, which is why we're out driving around looking. No. Sorry, there was some paint on the other side of the road. I don't need any more used paint containers. There's 3.5 minutes of your life you won't get back where you're anticipating me finding something, but I won't.
Gotta think positive.
I know, I'm just
But you're honest too.
talking shit. Hold on. So perhaps I'll just talk shit from this angle until something presents itself. That's kind of a neat old motorcycle. BMW R1150. No, there's the two I thought they were.
Yeah.
There's a older couple that walk around. Yeah. I've taken donations to them at the food bank at the church once upon a time because they work at the food bank at the church.
Yes? No?
Found some firewood. Hold on. Well, just like that, some side of the road firewood.
Already split.
Yeah, that's the second time in a week that I found literally split, dried, and stacked on the side of the road for trash. Firewood. How we doing?
Ooh, got some flowers in.
Yep. That's my yard of the month yard. If you're part of the Facebook group, you've seen that. It got a yard of the month nomination last year. Got runner-up, I think. I think the Riverland Terrace Gardening Club. No, I don't need an old rickety wooden ladder. You gotta pay to join, and then it's like it's the silliest thing. They have a garden club, okay, and none of them build their own gardens. They all pay me to do it. What'd you see, dear?
DNR living there.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a group of people in this neighborhood that yeah, and then they throw money at me to work on things. I'm good without that.
Okay.
I mean, like, I need some pots, but I don't need a pile of half-broken terracotta pots.
There were 2 plastic.
I'm good.
Okay.
I need some pots, but I'm not trying to. Those people were working in their yard, and I don't know. They weren't far enough out. I don't know.
It's all good.
There's a pile that they're not going to pick up because you have yard debris and clothing mixed together. You got to separate your shit, compostable and not. Otherwise, the city don't pick it up. Let's turn you around. It's kind of weird driving around this neighborhood using a camera. I got my little routes that I take around this neighborhood, and for whatever reason, when I turn the camera on, I don't drive those routes. I go other ways. Let's see. There's a mattress and a box spring that I surely don't want or need. Trying to bring somebody's nasty ass bed bug infested shit up into my house. I'm gonna wave at those folks. I used to sharpen their lawnmower blade every season. It's a pretty neighborhood. It was home for a lot of years, but it isn't anymore. Let's see, nothing down that road. That's like a left and a quick right. Yep, airbag light still happening.
Something Mother's Day at the church sign.
I ain't trying to get involved in a group of people.
Oh, I understand. I was just trying to.
Yeah, nope. I ain't trying to get involved in any large groups of people. I'm good. There's a little library right there that once upon a time I put books from a dumpster in, and then the people in the neighborhood freaked the fuck out because the books had no covers, and they threw them all away. So needless to say, I don't participate in the little libraries in this area anymore, nor do I pull books out of trash cans anymore, unless they're something from like retail that I might use personally. But yeah, I'm done trying to pay forward used books.
But those were new books.
Well, yes, but when they take the cover off of them like that and they throw them away, the author doesn't get any. The author doesn't get paid. That's from what I understand, and that's their gripe, is that the author doesn't get paid for somebody to read their work. And I feel like a couple of books in a dumpster in the digital age that we live in is the least of our worries as far as people getting paid for creating their art when everything is stealable from the internet. Just an opinion, but whatever. There are people everywhere. They're all on the other side of the thing, so they're not in the video. So funny, you know, driving around in this bazillion-dollar neighborhood in a $1,000 truck, but I mean, it's all right. I've got pesticide license stickers all over the outside of my truck. Don't mind me, I'm working. Ha ha. go digging around in the comments section, you know, and Michelle Milliken was complaining that I hadn't made any videos. So here you go. I'm out making a video.
We're trying.
Not a very entertaining video. Hi, yeah, it looked like I'm from outer space. How are you? Fucking asshole. Bitch, I've been from this neighborhood longer than you. I know where the fuck I'm driving. However, Sundays is a busy day in this neighborhood for exactly what we are doing. Well, not exactly what we are doing. The Scrap Man drives around on the weekend. What? The table full of free books?
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, we were just here. Or no, maybe that was the kid and I. Sorry. Kid and I went on a bike ride over here. There's a table with books. And we looked at them. They're all, yeah. Nothing a 13-year-old wants to read, or a 38-year-old for that matter. Yeah, so come get your dog out of the middle of the street, get your kids out of the middle of the fucking street, pick a side. It's the most annoying thing in the world around here is when people see your car coming and they don't get out of the road.
Scooch over.
I understand sharing the space, but pick a side and stick to it.
Like Mr. Ricky, who does well to keep it in the middle.
That fucking dude, man, don't even get me started. That motherfucker showed up yesterday. I'm like, get the fuck out of my yard. He's gross. Likes to touch his bum wiener and then touch things in the yard. Isn't that your favorite snack in the whole world, dear, is bum wiener? Blech. Come on, you gotta have something more exciting to say than that.
Nothing nice.
Fair enough. I don't have anything nice to say about the guy either, and theoretically he is sort of my friend. We don't need ice chests. I see a boogermobile. That's like fucking treated like telephone pole wood. That was the wife, not me. Actually, I'm going to turn and go down Gulf View. If you're local to Charleston and you're watching this video and you'd like to discover the places where I find trash, fuck off. Find your own trash. Start following you around. Spot right here where there's been, like, every week there's been stuff. And what is the stuff this week? I see a Eureka vacuum, a garden hose that looks like a pair of woman's boots, a rusty screen, and some leaf bags. Now, it's a garden hose that had some sort of design on it like you'd get on a pair of woman's boots. There's an International Scout.
Ooh, another pile of stuffs.
Another pile of shit. There's nothing even there that warrants, I mean, except for maybe that decorative piece of wood. Do I grab that piece of wood and put it in the yard? It's kind of decorative. Decorative, however you say that word. Been in the South way too goddamn long. Junk for my garden, because I don't already have the entire collection of Riverland Terrace junk in my garden already. Danger, keep off. They're redoing the golf course at the moment. This is the golf course.
Well, I was going to say you would think, but all this quarantine time, it would have been
Done by now?
Yeah, but anyway.
No. What do we got? It is, yeah, it's pressure treated, but it's
not flat.
no warped. I'm not trying to burn pressure treated wood anyway. I don't have any use for a pressure treated piece of plywood at the moment. Imagine that. Here's somebody working on a Jeep Cherokee.
Sorry.
Can't say as I know a thing about working on Jeep Cherokees. I did get a comment once upon. I got a comment recently on the video where I did the fuel pump in the that old Jeep that we had. Boy, look at that. That shit. I don't think that we could even collectively lift that wood.
Wow.
And that's sycamore. Fuck that. I ain't trying to split sycamore. I never even noticed that tiny ass little house right there before.
Yeah, it's just, and I don't know what's on the door, but it's just
I don't
chilling.
have any idea. Anyway, somebody commented on the video where I put a fuel pump in the Jeep Cherokee. Apparently I made them laugh. I had to go back and watch it. It said something to the effect of my arms were looking like I was a coal miner who'd been fist fucking somebody. I don't know. Sticking my arms up a coal miner's ass or something. I don't particularly remember. I'm getting close to 500 videos on this channel, so it's really kind of hard to keep track of all of them. And if there's something in specific that has stood out to you, absolutely. And if you're watching an old video, hey, look, a Subaru Outback. If you're laughing about something, perhaps put a timestamp on it and let me know so I can go back and look at it. There's a house for rent. Cute little thing. Not that we're in the market, but you never know. One day. Although I would hate to start over, I know inevitably being a renter where I'm at now, I'm going to wearing a 49ers hat. I'm going to have to leave behind everything that I've built. I may actually be able to put my greenhouse on a trailer, but it would probably blow away. So, but being a renter, I know one day I'm going to have to walk away from it and start over. But I like to think that I'm practicing my skill set in the current yard that we have, so that when it comes time to buy something or build a tiny home and get out or do whatever it is our future holds, I like to think that I'm just polishing my skill set so that what I'm doing is better when it's mine. 2 wicker chairs and a satellite dish. That sounds like the beginning of a country song. On the side of the road over there. 2 wicker chairs and a satellite dish. I tell you, them 2 wicker chairs and a satellite dish. I could tell you something funny about a woman who lives on this road. Who used to be a client of mine.
No hard feelings with her being gone. Nope.
No, not at all. I feel like that woman called me over to her house because she wanted to fuck somebody, anybody, to begin with.
It's in the box.
Tiles. Do we need 5 boxes of porcelain tile?
No.
That answers that question. At any rate, right around the same time, she, well, look, she's walking down the street, I think, or maybe that's, anyway, she did a porno with Mom POV, that's on the old Pornhub. Out of all the people in the world that I'd ever met, you know, I expected some of the hose bags from my past, like when I was 20-something years old, to end up in a porno and not some 45-year-old divorcee that I used to cut grass for. But that was funny. We won't speak her name. However, she does claim to be from Texas and not South Carolina on the old Pornhub. And has quite the pair of tan lines and needs her roots touched up. Anyway, I'll let you You clickety clackers in the shit talking section down there, figure that one out. I gave you more than enough information to find that video. Well, while we're out, might as well go check on the diabetes dumpster. Boy, this is a 7.5 minute clip that you'll never get your life back from. Might as well go check on that old diabetes dumpster. She did a porno. I'm going in and out.
Oh, up the rear.
Oh yeah. I think my old client took it up the rear too in that video. My wife and I like to laugh at the funniest things. Let's see. There's no wooden pallets at all behind the Harris Teeter, which is strange. They've switched to plastic, which you can't have plastic bags, but let's fucking have some plastic pallets that last for fucking ever and you can't burn when you're done with them.
Or turn into something else.
Or, yeah, perhaps they're recyclable. I don't have that answer.
I was thinking about upcycling with.
Well, I'm sure I could turn it into something, but you can't take them apart. You just have to cut them into pieces. Alright, it's been a minute. I'm gonna turn this hog of a truck of mine off because my parking brake don't work and I'm next to a ditch, so. Alright, well, I can see if I can get this bulky ass phone out of it. That's what you guys are riding in. Chopped. You'll see, there's my free firewood. People buy firewood around here too. What the fuck? What the fuck is that shit? There might be a box. Oh look, there's a... I'm curious why this is empty at the store. Who's fucking on the clock? It is CVS. Ain't like there's anything else going on in there at the moment. No. No. Not a thing. Kind of like I had imagined. Hopefully somebody stole those condoms and people aren't fucking at work. That's a really bad case of shitting where you eat. I had that very conversation with my neighbor girl today, now that her husband is her boss. Good luck with that, girl. Guy's already demeaning and a fucking asshole to her. Does nothing but talk shit about her when she's not around, and now he's her boss. Like, I just can't even imagine. They met on Tinder. My nickname for her is Tinder Date. And she responds to it. I do believe once upon a time, a wise rapper from the West Coast tried to tell you that you can't make a hoe into a housewife, but...
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna...
There's a policewoman talking to somebody over there. Anyway, I guess that's gonna wrap it up. Because I'm gonna head home, and I don't really want to show you where I live. I guess I could show you this really crusty woman in a filthy, dirty Porsche next to me. I don't understand owning an $80,000 car and not washing it.
Is she singing?
I don't have any idea.
Her lips are moving.
I don't have anything really insightful to say anymore.
Just keep washing your hands and have some sense.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, there's somebody in a Prius about caused an accident with another Prius. That'd have been a Prius on Prius offense. What the fuck you're honking at me for, man? My light's red. Fucking Chevrolet drivers, right? not picking up what's going on back there, but they're having like a road rage incident. The asshole in the Chevrolet with somebody in a 4Runner. They were having a road rage incident. I don't have the answer. Well, that's it for now.